All right, hello. Today we've got Lynn Vision versus Tyloo in the 1-1 bracket of stage 2 of the Austin Major. These are two Asian teams. They've both come together in a clash in this 1-1 pool. Very much gathered a following so far in this tournament. Very much become some fan favourites, both of these teams. So it'll be a hard match to decide who is going to go through and who is going to be supported and have such a better chance going into stage 3. So we'll have to see how this goes. But nonetheless, both these teams have done an incredible job so far to get through this stage. Honestly, more than what most people expected to come through to stage 2. I mean, they probably weren't the favourites at that. It was a surprise personally. They were in, I think Lynn Vision was in my 03 pool, which was a bit of a disappointment coming to see them in stage 2, but having a character such as Amelia in this is absolutely brilliant. And at the moment there's been a couple of trades coming back and forth. Tyloo and Lynn Vision back to a 4-4. No man advantage, neutralised, but at the moment, Lynn Vision on CT side have left A open for a gamble, but it looks like the gamble is going to pay off as we can see Tyloo beginning to make a bit of a swarm around the side of this B bomb site on Anubis. Slowly creeping their way up through dark. Starry's got a nade ready. A lot of people focus on this position. Zaka can find the opening. Nade comes through. Should be able to get some good damage onto a couple of them. Starry to follow up with another one. They didn't realise it, but the bomb site's stacked with people. They can't find a way out this, and it's only Mazai left. You can find two of them for now, but does get put down by Westmelon. And that got me scared there for a second. Mazai in the 1v4 clutch. Can find two quick little headshots there, but just about can't find the last two. But bit of a scary pistol round. I'm surprised you got for a gamble in a best of one. It's quite a risky move, but you can talk about risk as much as you want. If it pays off, it pays off. So, fair enough. Fair enough. And Tyloo, I'm going to go in for the full buy on this. We see a lot of teams recently been going in for full buys on these second rounds after you lose the pistol. Not Tyloo, though. They're going to keep their funds well, not force buy into this, and going to just make sure they have a full buy going into the next round instead. Let's see what they can cook with this. It's Messiah with a Deagle, and there is absolutely no utility for anybody on Tyloo. You can speak about that as much as you want, but Westmoreland's been tagged quite heavily coming through that, trying to get some info out onto B main. Does get denied temporarily, and I think that's gonna scare him off for the minute. Get some info over towards canals. I do see a couple of them. Rotates are so ready over towards mid, but there's no util to preempt them to give Lynn Vision almost a warning sign that they're coming in. So it's just going to be a full rush, a full-on mowdown with Amelia at the A site. Such an incredible character with the moves to back it up. This should be an easy spray down for him against Glocks. Surely can find the first one quite nicely. Calls in some backup with Sue. Coming through. He's getting a couple more, just spamming them down, getting enough kills. Gets a triple kill, farming up the eco frags. That's a flawless round against the eco buy. Or I mean, literally the only singular Deagle buy. So as expected, has gone to a 2-0 start, but on his T side half, I can see why Tyloo would have opted for saving it, because you got the best of one, you got Anubis, a very T-sided map. You would definitely want to make the most out of all the T-side rounds you can get. So I can see why they do that, but this is a round where it matters. Begins to matter more. Only MP9s on a couple of people in Lynn Vision. Definitely inferior against AKs. That is for sure. But it's not about the weapon, it's about the hand that pulls the trigger. But it's also about strategies. Sorry, flashed off the angle. Dark control's being taken. Execute comes out onto the B site. They're going to know about it, sure enough. Westmelon can only go for the short angles. Attacking can find Starry. That's a nice first kill. And Westmelon, fully blind, can find one. Can find 2 frags. Defending this bomb site and finally gets taken out. Definitely putting his own weight. Coming through. Zaka through the smoke can find a double. And this leaves Mercury alone in dark against a 1v2. And Amelia looking the wrong way, but Zaka with a third, making sure they get the round 3-0. They have plenty of money buying the next one. I mean, you can even get an AWP if you want, to be fair. Zaka's definitely got the money for it. Dropped an AK over. Is he going to, is the question. No, never mind. But only Tech 9s for Tyloo. So I'll see what plan they've cooked up for this one. At the moment they're playing it safe, they aren't giving up anything, going to wait for any pushes to come towards them. Hoping some more favourable fights to come their way. The Tech 9 is better at punishing a push than initiating one. However, if you get enough bodies behind a push, Tech 9s are lethal if used right. And the bomb's making its way over towards A main. 4 people beside this push, but Amelia's going to smoke himself up for a bit longer. But they're going to disrespect it. The flash comes through, but Amelia can find 2. Now the rest of Tyloo have to pick up the pieces of what they can do. Amelia maybe going to try the boost, but does decide against it for the minute. And they're kind of stuck here. They don't know what to do. So many people, so many targets. G's the only one left, but not for long. There's another 5 alive for Lynn Vision. They all get to keep their guns, despite Zaka and Westmelon so weak. Only with 20 HP between them. But doesn't mean a thing if they get to keep their guns, and you don't put in any economic damage. These guys have got enough money to go for a buy for the next round at least. Maybe even a bit more with Starry's situation. And that is crucial. Crucial going forwards if you want the benefit going into this next round. Going to this next few rounds. But once again, they're going to take swamp control. Swamp? That's what you could call it. I heard Sponge call it Shrek once, which I think is quite good, but not going to take that away from him. Good call out though. Swampy area. Not sure if Eastern Europeans would understand that on my team though. Not a very pug friendly one. More just A main. Boring call out, but a good one. And speaking of boring, for the past 45 seconds, literally nothing has happened. There has been little smokes coming through, denying some map control, but that is a fat nade onto G. 70 HP directly on the fella. Oh, they're going to push out A main though. Lynn Vision going to want to go for some more information. Push out. Mazai can find 1, but he gets tackled by the next 2. And now it's only 2 left for Tyloo over towards B main. Attack is going to get punished going through with the dry swing. Only Jam Young left. Surely gets dealt with. Yes, he does. 4 alive once again. I can emphasize this as much as I want. 4 players alive. Only Amelia dies on that push. And hence that is a fat bit of cash. Fat bit of money there for Lynn Vision, whereas on the other side, Tyloo have got a lot of decisions to make about what they want to do in these next few rounds. A 5-0 start is pretty nice. Pretty nice for this team. And then I see G and Jam Young with 0 kills. That's a bit disappointing coming in for the 5 rounds. Not always set up for success, but you'd like to see it at some point. Especially with G. Such a character, such a Giga Chad. of this major. Absolutely brilliant. Is the AWPer though, and he hasn't had a chance to get it out yet. At the moment, there's going to be an attack at Mach 10. That's literally it. Tech 9s. What more can you say? And they're queuing up outside B main, along with 3 players to defend the site. Not very good odds. They've got a couple of smokes to deal with, to work with, a couple of flashes. A smoke will come through. It's a nice lineup. They do get sprayed down for the minute, cleaning up the frags, and that is a lot there. Just mowing down the Tech 9s, you know, casual day at the office. A very casual day for Zaka, as he's finding absolutely no threats come at him. Been doing absolutely great so far. I mean, I understand it's eco frags, but you gotta appreciate his spray when you see one. G brings out the AWP. Like to see it. There hasn't been an AWP brought out for Lynn Vision yet. Despite their cash, they've got a lot of it. They could easily just spend a little bit of money. And 11,000 on Starry. What the what is going on? That round we had 4 alive. 4 left alive. So you don't take any of those M4s out of the game. They're just sitting there manifesting. Manifesting the money behind them. And so this is like a good few rounds of buys. This is probably three full buys left if they want it. So even if they want to start putting in some damage, they've sort of go for a good couple of full buys. But what I haven't noticed so far is that Westman has made his way out a B main. So the rest of Tyloo, the rest of Lynn Vision at the moment have taken a bit of a gamble over towards A, but with the confidence that Westmelon's there to hold his own, have such a far up position that's kind of maybe unexpected, there are 3 players ready on the A site for this push. And G's just holding dark for the moment. And they come through. Amelia's going to be tested, but Mosiah punished indeed. Now they're going to think about changing up the plans. Attackers, no way he's going to push the smoke. Okay. The balls on that guy. Mercury's going to go out there for a minute. Go looking. Gets a lick of damage, but 2 nades going to deny him for the minute. And now they've changed it up. They've made a switch up. It's only Westman left alone on the site. He's going to get pushed by all angles pretty much. And he does get dealt with. But he can call over his teammates. Sorry for the minute. Only 10 seconds left. The bomb shall get planted. And now, finally a favourable situation for Tyloo after 6 rounds of pure hell of these guys. Pure Agency S hell. But Amelia's on the flank. They've done this so well. He's pushed up so far. The confidence in it. Just do whatever. They don't even need to worry about getting the frags. They can just hold off. And G, somehow they get the kills. And G's the only man left. He's got the AWP, but he is going to get punished. Yes, he does. That's another round. Another round. You know, I was thinking there for a second. They had it. They had a chance. But you see these guys rush onto the B bomb site, and there's just no chance to be seen, really. Especially Amelia. He's just, as soon as he starts getting a whiff, getting a smell that they're starting to go over towards B, he just pushes it. You know, just Tyloo, man. Wake up, guys. It's now or never. Cup of Galils. I say it's now, but it's more likely to be never. Going back into a default position. Get out some utility, at least give themselves a bit of a better chance if they're going to try to go for entries. But right now, Canal's kind of untested, you know. Mosiah, if he does have his back turned for too long, he could get punished, but he's going to look to back out of that. And now that I see it, this is the first time that Tyloo are going to start questioning the presence over towards mid. So they are going to finally decide to start going up there. The flashes go over. They have got a lot of space here, to be fair. This is looking like another good chance again, like I said. can split both ways, really. But Zaka's going to hold back. He's going to get... Oh my god, the timing nearly had it. But Jam Young doesn't find the frag. Zaka does get it. And now they're rampaging everywhere. Amelia's going to push through, but he doesn't find it. And Sue's going to have to defend the A site by himself. Gonna see what he can do for a minute, but I reckon we're more likely to see a retake bound. But Messiah's up there. He's holding back for the minute. Maybe we can find a second one, but he's not going to bite. Starry's got an imminent flank. They know exactly where he is. He can take down one with him. Take one with him to the grave, but unless you find it. A Mercury up top does get one. And this, I think, is going to be a save buy for Westmelon. Finally, Tyloo actually find a round, you know. 8 rounds in. Better late than never. And Westmelon going to be setting up for some exit frags. Messiah's crazy weak. Literally a toe shot. Kills this man. Does get the head of attacker. Can he find Messiah too? Mosiah? I'm going to call him Messiah. Sounds more casual. On 9 HP, he was not going to be looking for Westmelon either. He's not going to want to deny the save. And we're going to see a first time out taken. First time out taken for the likes of Lynn Vision. I can't remember. Have we already seen a timeout for Tyloo? Because I'd be surprised if we haven't, actually. 7-1 down, and the first time out is called for people who are on the 6th round lead. No, surely not. Surely not. And speaking of surely not, 7 CT rounds on Anubis is quite a nice feat. It's pretty good to see these guys doing this on the CT side of Anubis. A best of 1 as well. Practically sealed the game. I say that though, they're going to do some crazy comeback now, so I don't want to jinx it too early. Another question that I might have about these teams is they're both playing in the same region, so doing some friendly matches against them, they probably do have some practice against them, some experience to go against. But not sure if that shines through, but speaking of shining, Starry's doing well at the moment, sprinting around, G can't find him first. And he's practically denied the whole push already. He's going through the smoke. Starry can find attacker as well, Jam Young's the only man left. Poor man left with the scraps of every round. The scraps of the 1vx's. Poor man. And so now, what do you want to do? Do you want to save the M4? You want to go for a couple of kills? I mean, you might as well save at this point. It's unlikely to get... You're unlikely to get a plant out of this. And the spams through the smoke are so close to him. At some point, it should have an idea. Have an idea where Jam Young's going to be. And Amelia's still got a smoke. He can still just smoke this off if he wants. Never mind, he's flanking them already. And Jam Young's probably not going to be ready for this. 30 seconds left. Amelia should find this quite nicely. Yes, he does. And 8-1. 8-1. Lynn Vision are absolutely frying Tyloo at the moment. On the hot, sunny beaches of Anubis, they're getting absolutely cooked. And this is a slightly disappointing match so far. Tyloo, I've not seen many impressive plays. They've kind of had 3 people left alive on Lynn Vision each round. It's not been beautiful. It's not been some good CS in the slightest. These guys do worry me coming into these next rounds. These next matches even. This is the best of 1, so maybe they can do better in a best of 3, but against these European teams, it's unlikely, I guess. Unfavourable. Call me Sue. Is that a botched smoke? Is there a big gap around that? I think there might be, but I think it's just about big enough to dissuade the push for the minute. for the minute at least. We do see a Zaka AWP come out. That's what you like to see. I believe that's picked up maybe from G a couple rounds ago. But now the B crunch looks to be coming through. They've made some presence over towards mid, so it's still getting cleared out. But the push is going to come through. The rotate's going to come over. And the nade, Zaka can find one, but he can't find a second one. Him and his teammates starting to get taken out of the round. But Westmelon farming up 2 of them. How has he left alive for that long? Now it's a 2v2 retake for Lynn Vision. Want to keep the streak going. Want to keep this incredible lead going. And I say that Amelia gets another one. It's only G left. Amelia's going for the reposition, and Jam Young hasn't got a whole lot of places to hide. Hide from the Tigers of Lynn Vision. Bomb's going to get smoked off, so they can go for the plant whenever they want to. Amelia shall. Jam Young does get punished trying to stop it. A 9-1. What is going on? These haven't been looking like such great executes that you can imagine. Like, often the flashes going onto the side were good, but they had a smoke for holding off B long over towards CT, but they didn't have one for Temple, which is exactly where Westmelon just is allowed to punish. He can get 2 frags off of there. I didn't understand why it wasn't being held or smoked, so bit of a difficult one. Maybe that's what gives it up, but Tyloo want to take a timeout on the back of that, and that is their second one, so I wasn't going crazy earlier. They did actually take one of that incredible deficit. I'm just too good at yapping and I can take it through. I like to see it actually. The Starry Org has come out of its grave. The Org, you don't see it often. I think the last time I remember seeing it was Rops, actually. Rops over on A main. Or Anubis, I remember that. You often see it with Carrigan over on the B side of Mirage too. But it has its time and its place, and Starry's looking for that. And Starry should get this at some point. Because B crunch is going to come through, but it's only towards main. Westmelon does find 2. I feel like I'm not appreciating this guy enough. He's getting a lot of these frags. He's getting a scary amount of them. Just, the man can do no wrong. And Tyloo looked almost lost. Sorry, isn't able to get away with it. Bomb plant does get through, but Sue has got a flank already. How have these guys got a flank going so quickly every time? And he pre-fires. Oh, that's so horrible. G just about manages to come around, and on only a lick of HP does manage to get him. But Amelia's still got some util to work with. He can still get through here. But he's still got someone on his side. Overlook. Zaka's probably going to want to keep the AWP at this point. If G swings this, to be fair, he could easily get the frag. Missed shot, but no, Zaka doesn't miss, but he does overlook Mercury. But that finally gives Tyloo a second one. Well done, guys. And 9 rounds on CT Anubis is pretty unfathomable. They're almost playing like a different game. They're just literally Westmelon pushes everything, bashes through, can find the spray over towards B main, and just gets the kills, and surely gets punished this time. There's no way Attacker doesn't know about this. There's no way he doesn't consider this. Surely, please, Attacker. Please, Tyloo. Punish them at some point. And yes, thank the Lord he does. And they have the opening advantage. This isn't a common sight for Tyloo. They're usually trying to run from a deficit. But Amelia, A main. Sly Rat can find one, but G does get the trade out. Doesn't go unpunished. Tyloo still have the advantage, bear in mind. And in this advantage, in the deficit situation, Lynn Vision have gone for a gamble again. As soon as a gamble opportunity comes through, they love it. They love a gamble. And it looks like it's not going to pay off when the bomb looks like it's going over towards the A site. An MTA site at that. It's the last round of the half, so they'll definitely go for a retake. Flash through. Mercury's got a lot of people holding attention to this for a minute. But on A site, it's completely clear. Mercury is just trying to hold the distraction for as long as possible. Leaves Starry on 1 HP. Loses the fight, but the slightest lick of damage takes this guy out. Getting hit by a flashbang to the body kills this man. Could be blown over by the breeze. Or a fitting weapon for the job. They go for the retake now. It's going through CT side from A main. The nades go out. They ring through. Jam Young in such a promising position. He can find the shots. G gets a heaven kill, and it's only Zaka left. He can't find the connection. For once, actually, he can't find it, which is insane. And that leaves us at 93.5. Lynn Vision putting up a valiant fight so far. Tyloo just running a bit behind. It's not been looking very promising, you know. I love both these teams, but Lynn Vision are just doing absolute God's work against these guys. They literally can do no wrong, and now only 4 rounds away from winning this best of 1 series. From taking it away, it's not always promising. And Tyloo are leaving A main open for the taking. This is a risky move. Yeah, you can take the gamble. If they want to go B on mid, then it's a great call, but A's hard to retake. You're in horrible positions every single time. All the way through. The utility going out. And that's a very free A bomb site. Eerily quiet for the minute. But now, the retake allowed to give some time to manifest. 4 people over towards CT. There's a lot. There's going to be a brawl going on through here, and the Julies have a chance. Have a good chance. Starry sees a lot of bodies, doesn't want to take that, but finally does get taken out. They're pushing through, are getting a couple of these frags, but Lynn Vision just full. The entire defense for the post plant just completely crumbles, and they can just get on the kit, get on the bombs so freely. Saka just absolutely has no chance against how many people? 3 people, and the bomb getting diffused in those seconds. There's no way you win that. And I'm just surprised how quickly the defense falls, you know. I literally just said how hard it is to retake. And as soon as I say that, I just jinx it, and suddenly the retake just looks really, really easy, and Lynn Vision get 1 kill. I'm cursed. I'm absolutely cursed. These guys just love to show me what they can do. As soon as I say there's a disadvantage situation, they just turn it straight around. And that's maybe what I love about Asian CS. It's so unpredictable. It's so kind of puggy, you'd like to say. I mean, there are some elements to it that you can see have been thought out in the prac room, but a lot of these are just brute force attacks. Westmelon's so good at, but in the smoke at the minute. 2 of them piled up. MP9 can't find a thing from Mercury. Amina does take him down. And now, B-site defense crumbling at the seams. Running away, but how do they always find a flank so quickly? Messiah. But Westmelon's pushed up in CT, can only find 1. But now, 2v4 retake isn't looking promising. Zaka surely finds a kill. No, he doesn't. Messiah does push him. The Tech 9 is slightly weaker. He didn't even take a hit of damage. Jesus Christ. Now, Call Me Sue has got a lot to do with the Galil. In a good position, but Amelia can find 1, leaving only Messiah left. And he is found through the smoke by Starry at that. That's a pretty nice kill. And also, Lynn Vision have found 10 first. Absolutely incredible half. Some absolutely monster rounds, packing a punch. Pretty much just using Tyloo as a punching bag at this point. And Lynn Vision do not take a timeout on the back of that, which is most surprising for that, but shouldn't make much of a difference. The momentum, you can feel it. These guys push everything with a sense of commitment, with a sense of kind of confidence that you don't always see unless you're up 10-4. 6-round lead. It's hard to throw away at this point, you'd think. And especially with a Tyloo force buy, you've got pistols, a scout for G, and Mosaic got MP9. And this probably won't be a very fruitious CT. And this is quite a risky move because if you lose this round, it's 4-11, and then you also have to eco into the next one. So it would then seem like you're playing for overtime. I'd think, surely, which is a bit of an odd move. You know, I'd probably opt to eco buy this round and then go all in on the next one. But you know, calls are cool, and hey, prove me wrong. You know, if the curse is real, this is the time to prove it. This is the time to prove me wrong and say that just anything can happen. And Anubis is like the Las Vegas of CS, because the amount of gambles that I see on this map is completely absurd. These guys are gambling once again on the A site. I mean, I know they've got an eco buy, so it's probably better to see it on this side. And if I'm going to be honest, it's going to pay off. I know it's a 50-50, but this is pretty good. This should go okay. Should be able to harm the economy a little bit. Unless Mazai goes through, can find none of them. Doesn't even find the head, and Mercury dies too. This is not going well for them. The flash goes through, but none of them can be found. Only Jam Young can take out one of them, but it's attacker left. 5-7. What do you want to do against the 4 on the site? The 4-player post plant. And if I'm going to be honest, I did get scared. I thought Messiah and Mercury did have a chance there. The flash through was perfect, but they all just spammed. They all knew it was going to be happening. So, did deny it, but hey, maybe I'm not cursed. The only 2 weapons that had a chance in that round, these go down pretty quickly. So, okay. CS is not crazy. It is potentially me though. Like I said, 4-11, and Tyloo have like nothing to buy, so it's. I mean, you can force buy into this one, but it's a risky move. 1900 on everybody except Jam Young, who's got 2950. But like, what is going on? What do you want to do at this point? 7-round deficit. Not looking fun. Attacker's got some Kevlar, and that's pretty much it. You got a deal on Messiah, but Jam Young, the balls. He's got the Zeus. You love to see it in a major. These guys, you know, they might be playing the best CS, but at least you see something ballsy like this, and I beg it gets pushed. G there, just to maybe peek his head out. If he wants to, but he doesn't know what's sitting on the other side of that. It could be anything. Could be an AWP for all they know. Jam Young sadly walks away from the angle with the Zeus. And now the bomb's going over towards B. Once again, this is going to be a difficult push to hold back. I mean, Westmiller can find 1. Mercury just standing behind attacker. And I think they saw a good couple people there. So at this point, this is where you question it. And Amelia's on long, just with the M4, just poking away. And the rifle's coming through. Oh, attacker can find one, but you can't find another. The dig from Jam Young as well. So good. And Jam Young tries to get the AK, but does get denied. And you know, as expected, it was going to be a mowdown every day of the week. You didn't expect them to win that, and I 100% didn't either. And now they're playing for overtime. You see, I didn't see the point in it. You shouldn't have bought in the other round, 15th round, 4-10. You shouldn't have bought. Set up to be doomed from then on. And now, I mean, prove me wrong, do the greatest comeback of the century, you know, whatever. But, like, this round is winnable. Yes, it's more winnable than the previous ones. But are they going to win the match? Probably not. I mean, best case scenario for them, they win 8 consecutive and it goes to overtime. And then what? Like, hopefully you have to run off of momentum at that point. And this just doesn't seem viable. This doesn't seem like it's going to work out. I don't have the faith in Tyloo, you know. As much as it hurts my heart to say it. And, ooh, Lynn Vision do get mowed down. Oh my goodness, and Zaka's the only man left. They've actually denied a push. Zaka can get the bomb planted, but he's going to get nothing else, surely. Surely. And that's a good defense from them all. And Jam Young spam through the smoke gets him so weak. Zaka's on 22 HP, and he's just dancing around Jam Young, almost hugging at this point. And on the edge of the smoke, Messiah finds him. So this is actually nice. 5-12, you know, first round in a while. So hey, the comeback's on. You know, they got a lot of rounds to go for. A lot of rounds to go. And also this next round's going to be a full buy. And potentially the one after. So they've got a lot of work to do, really. And Lynn Vision going to take a timeout. They've taken their final timeout. Yeah, they've only lost 5 rounds, but they've taken 3 timeouts to combat it. Going to go all in. Just got to trust that they 100% win this round, which is possible, don't get me wrong. These guys have got some incredible momentum going. And Zaka, looking like he wants the AWP, to be fair. He wants that thing. He wants it, and we haven't seen much of it. We haven't seen any flashy plays so far. I've just seen a consistent couple of kills each time it's brought out, but this time, surely we should see it. And now it commences. Tyloo comeback. What do you want to do, guys? Gotta make your mind up. Looks like Canal's gonna get targeted first. Zaka with the AWP. There's such an odd angle. And Mercury not ready for it. He swings so wide to get the molly out. This gives Lynn Vision a straight open path through. An attacker can find one, but he's getting pushed from all angles. Call me through the smoke. And now it's only 2 left. This feels like a bit of a waste. All because Mercury swung a bit too wide to throw his molly. You know, he could have thrown it a little bit less deep. And the timing is going to be found. Starry can find him. Starry finds Messiah. That is such a dirty kill. And leaves Jam Young left with all to do. This man has not had a good game so far. Does it end here? Lynn Vision, 1 step closer. 1 step closer to stage 3 of the major. Beautiful game from these guys. And a disappointing game from Tyloo. You know, I had high expectations from these guys coming into this map. Coming into this game. On the back of people like G. Such a loud voice in this team. And I feel like I didn't see much of a performance from anyone. You know, a bit of a letdown almost. But you could argue maybe Lynn Vision just on a good day. 9-3 CT side, is that a good day, or were they genuinely just such a better team in this series? So have to see how they play out for the rest of this major. Nonetheless, a decent game to watch. Asian CS clash, good to see. But yeah, thank you for listening to the cast. I'm always looking for feedback on it, so any feedback, any comment would be much appreciated. That would be great. So thank you, enjoy your day, and see you soon.